All right, so welcome to tonight's call, and I want to kind of go over Super Sunday or Super Saturday, because it's Sunday here this time. Kind of do like questions, kind of have it open so you guys can ask questions or whatever. Crystal, if you have anything to add, since you were there with me, just feel free to blurt it out or whatever you want. And then I was thinking, kind of like make a game plan. Like, I can't believe it's already October. Like, what's the plan for the rest of the year? Things like that. Because like I shared with Crystal, last year was really like August was when I actually started doing coaching seriously. And I hit Success Club 10 in December for the very first time. And I honestly didn't know that was like a time that was going to be hard for people. It's Christmas and people don't want to like join. And I think that's when you joined, wasn't it, Irit? Was like in December? November, December?
I did December was the all access, but I started the 21-day fix in November.
Okay.
1st of November.
Yeah. So it was like, I was like, in my mind, I didn't like allow that, whatever you want to call it, like, oh, everyone's gonna be busy with Christmas. Nobody's want to spend extra money. But I had this goal in my mind that I wanted to hit Success Club 10, because when you hit Success Club 10, the following month, Beachbody gives you free customers. So if somebody, signs up on, I think it's like beachbody.com or just Team Beachbody, and they ask for a coach, they can just be assigned to you. Now, a lot of those people, I've reached out to and I don't hear from them, but they keep ordering. So, and then you get the commission and stuff off of those orders. So, I mean, it's a great way to get free customers and to get, you don't have to like go out and search for more people. So, and January is going to be huge when people want to lose weight after Christmas. So kind of make that plan too, that like, that is your goal for December is, no less than a Success Club 10, because that's going to get you those free customers in January. So, all right. So let's talk about, that's kind of a side note, but we saw Raina Odell, and she kind of did more of a question and answer forum. She has been here to Denver before, and so I kind of heard her story. Crystal, what did you think of it? What was your take?
I honestly didn't get a lot from her because I couldn't really relate with her. But also, I was a little shocked to hear she doesn't do free groups, that she just does the challenge group.
Right.
And I found, like, I don't know how you're getting people to sign on when they don't know you from the free group. I mean, that's how I felt like we're getting to know each other, is in those free groups.
Right. Right. And then I think you pointed out too that you just went right into challenge group, and I think you're the same way. I didn't have free groups then. It was just, if you join me, you just do this. And so it kind of made me think.
But granted, you didn't have the free group, but I was watching you for like 6 months.
Right.
In your journey.
Right.
So it wasn't like I just jumped on board with Tony. It was I saw you and saw you and saw you and thought, all right, you're a real person.
Right. And I think I asked you more than once probably too, huh?
Nope, just once.
Okay. Just coaching was longer, right?
Coaching was longer.
Yeah, like that really surprised me too, because I found, maybe it's the way she posts. I've never looked up her page and to see how she does things, but if you're sharing the same things you share, in your free group and engaging that way, maybe that works. I don't know. I'm trying to share more of myself on my page, which is something that I think I've kind of gotten away from. Is so people already know who I am, like when I invite them to a free group or invite them to a paid group. So I'm like, who the heck are you and what are you offering? Like I've had some people recently, like, we didn't even know you did, boot camps or anything like that. So that was a message to me. I'm not posting the right content all the time, like, yeah, it's great to get some engaging posts. Like I have one that's, I don't know, I have like 900 comments, but a lot of those are people that have shared it and they're not my people. I mean, I had some that are like, I got a really nasty message back from one of them, like, and she left a negative review on my page, which I can't see. I don't know if it's because she blocked me or what, but it made me think, I don't know. So sometimes those huge engaging posts don't actually bring the right people to your page, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So
yeah.
Where if you're just sharing your story, the right people are gonna come in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
like I've had some people recently say like, oh, you're a real person. Well, yeah, like my some of the workout videos I've done, like my belly's, rolling over, and they like to see that it's someone like their size, someone who has the same issues that they do. And I don't know if you listened to today's National Wake Up Call, but Tulin kind of talked about the same thing. When she first started, there was nobody 300 pounds or more that was a coach. There was no one like her. And so she had to be that person. How do you modify a sit-up if you can't even get up? So I know I'm kind of getting off topic, but just being more sharing. Her thing today was like, share your life like a scrapbook. So I was like, that's probably a good idea, instead of just like just workouts or just this, because we're all so much more than just our workouts. And so yeah, I think from Raina Odell, the same thing, she did share her snippets for her Google Streak. Did you look at those?
I did.
I looked at them too, and they're really basic. I thought there would be more like to them, but the way
it's not what I expected.
No, me either. So it was, really just like, hey, you gonna join me, or how are you doing? It wasn't anything huge, salesy, or so. I could post it here, people can look at it. Again, with any script, try to make it your own if you're going to use that type of system. You did touch on the curiosity marketing, which Chalene Johnson kind of talked about at Summit. The same thing, don't just blurt out, I'm drinking this shake, I'm drinking Shakeology, or, I'm doing P90X, or make people curious about what it is that you do that you can fit it into your busy schedule. Make them comment or message you, because that's where you can start building that relationship. And a tip on that, when I get people messaging me, let me close out Facebook, it's beeping at me. So when I get people that message me, like I posted a picture yesterday, 10 years progression when I was turned 30, when I was 30 to now, and people want to know, well, what are you doing? And so I ask them questions first, like, what are your goals? What are you working towards? Instead of just saying, oh, I do Beachbody workouts, because you want to get to know them,
right?
To see if there's someone you want to work with, first of all, but to see if what would work for them, instead of just saying, this is what I did, therefore this is going to work exactly for you. Because I honestly believe that our workouts and our programs are awesome, but I think that just feeling like someone needs to just do this exact workout isn't always right. And I think that I've kind of learned, because everyone's different. So this I did write down. Someone asked her, how do you go from good to great? And she said, belief in yourself, in your business, and in your coaches. You have to put yourself first. And I think that was a great little nugget that I wrote down, because I think it's so easy to not put ourselves first. We have a million other things to do, and to not take care of ourselves. So like for me, I've been struggling because I haven't been able to work out. So how do I still share and take care of myself in, eating right, or doing personal development, things that I can still do from, being inactive. But I think the belief in yourself and in your business, like, I don't know about you, but I have people that are like, this is never going to work. You're just wasting your time. You're wasting your money. And there's so many, unfortunately, I see a lot of coaches that are leaving to chase the newest shiny objects. I think that's going to be their ticket. And I truly believe if you don't believe in what we have to offer, if you don't believe in yourself that you can do this, then it's probably not a right fit. But I also believe if you really believe in yourself, no one's going to stop you but yourself. So,
right.
So Trina Gray, I guess she has a podcast. I have not looked it up yet. She is like up in our upline, Charity said, so she's part of our team. What is that noise? Is that me?
I don't
know. So she said there's like an internal why and an external why, and finding that out is what's going to help, move everything forward. So like the external why is like, want to lose weight, for the workouts, or you want to like get more money, or whatever it is for your coaching, why you want to do this. So she said the internal why is fueling your everyday life. You want something for your own life. Like, what do you want? Like, where do you see your future with your kids, or things like that? Like, that is the internal, like, fire kind of. And I thought that was good, because I think too often we can just get focused on, well, I want to advance to this rank, or I want to, earn this income, or I want to help so many people, which is great to help so many people. But I'm finding that sometimes we need to have that like selfish reason of why we want to do it, to have more time with your kids, or to travel and do what you want, or to get out of your nanny job or whatever, like to have that freedom.
Seriously. Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, the other thing
I think the best thing she said was that if you don't invest in you, nobody else will.
Right.
And that really, like, for me, hit home of, no, my nanny job, as great as it is, or as crazy as it is, they're not really going to invest in me beyond the fact that the kids are growing up.
Right.
That I'm eventually going to have to do that to myself.
Right. Yeah, and I think one thing I liked about her is that Rena Odell, she was like, when she started, she like hit diamond in, 60 days or whatever she said. Trina Gray was totally different. Her story when she started was, she didn't like just bolt out of the gate making a huge income, or she didn't even know if she fit in with the people she was at Success Club. Isn't that what she said? Or at Summit.
Yeah.
So I identified with that. Like, she's from a small town in Michigan. Alpena, is that where she's from?
That sounds about how she pronounced it.
I wrote it down, and of course Tim's like, oh, I know where that is. So I think that I connected with her more, knowing that, she struggled. She showed the little house or the cabin they used to go to. Like, they didn't have like huge, like fancy things to do videos from, or, like I look at so many coaches and they have these beautiful backdrops and they're wearing these great clothes, or they have like designer workout clothes. I'm like, I don't have that. So how can I, be successful? But hearing her stories, like, you don't need those things to be successful. You need to like believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and just do it, and that really was, as you can tell, I'm wearing like scrubby clothes. This is what I wear every day, like.
You know what I also liked about her was when she was telling her story about that she didn't get paid for a few months because she had never set up her account.
Right.
I was like, even though I wasn't that bad, I have those moments of, oh man, I forgot to do this, or I forgot to do that. I felt like she is the average person doing this.
Right. Right. Kind of learning as she went and failed at things, but still kept going. And, like, I think she said her husband had said, you have the decision to keep going or to quit. Like, something had to change. And I think we all come to that point, a turning point where it's like, okay, I've been, maybe it's your fitness and it's like, okay, I've been stuck here. Something needs to change. And so you start a new program or rededicate in that, or the stay with the business. Like, I know for me, I remember live videos. I was like, everyone had told me like that was going to be helpful for my business. And I was so scared to death. Like, I hate talking to people. I hate being on camera. And I was like, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I not going to be like fumbling over my words and like sweating and drooling, like, oh, like crazy. I just started doing it. And I look back now, I'm like, it's been a year since I did those 30 videos in 30 days. And, I think sometimes we just need to push ourselves out of those comfort zones. And, whether it's inviting people to join our challenge group or to join a free group, or just sharing your transformation. I know it's super scary to post those pictures. Like, I was always scared people were going to ridicule me. Like, oh, I don't really see changes yet. Like, why are you posting this? Because there are a lot of like mean people on social media. Yeah. And I had to try to get thicker skin because I am such an emotional person and I take things so personal. And someone once told me that, those people don't pay your bills. Those people are not going to allow you to have the freedom you want to spend more time with your kids or all those things. So I kind of had to like build up a wall against the hater people, if that makes sense. And,
Yeah.
try not to look at those people. And if they commented, not even comment back to them, or you can delete their comment, I've had some crazy comments lately, and I'm like, or messages, and I was like, people are like, you need to respond to them. And I was like, why feed into that? It's not worth my time.
Right.
So, this is what she said too. She said, I don't care if you don't pick me because I picked me.
Right.
And I thought that was huge. As a coach, I know, especially when I very first started, it's like you would throw this out there and you're hoping somebody would grab and join your group. You wanted someone to pick you as their coach. And, I'm like, some of those people are still with me, some are not, and I felt like my worth depended each month on how many people joined me, how many people picked me. And it made me realize that, what? No, I decided, 2.5 years ago that I need to do this for me and for my family. And so if they join me or not, no big deal. Do I want them to? Some of them I'm learning, no, I don't really want them on, my tribe anyways. I don't want them with me. But I think that's, personal development is key to be able to have that thicker skin and to not let those people tear us down.
Right.
Oh, and she said the bottom is crowded, the top is open. So every time when we go to Success or Super Saturday, see, I'm getting all mumbled up here. They have you stand up, how many coaches are in the room, you stand up. How many people are at Emerald, stand up. Ruby, Diamond, everyone like that stands up. And it's always a lot of people are coaches or a lot of people are Emerald. There's very few that are Diamond or above. And, even how she said, the top is open. And so it made me realize that, there's space for all of us up there. And it's going to take work, but we have this decision to do it because it gets hard down here. You're getting trampled on. There's so many other coaches fighting for the same thing. If you scroll through your social media, if you follow any other coaches, you probably see the same thing the last couple of days, join me for clean week, join me for clean week, all of these, everyone's doing the same thing. So to stand out, to get to the top, be unique, share your own story, make things different. When I did the Shift Shop group, I didn't call it Shift Shop, I called it Shift Your Life, so it kind of was going with that, but so many people wanted to know what was it about, what were we doing, and things like that. So a lot of don't follow everyone else, I guess. It's easy to get lost in the crowd if you're doing the exact same things. And I've been guilty of this for so long. One of the national wake-up calls, I think it was, about, doing fall fitness or love yourself in February and all those New Year, New You in January. But to be different and to do something you, this one I did Back to You, but my free group, I did Kick the Clutter. So I'm like, I can't really work out right now. And my house really needs some decluttering. So that's really where that came from. So do something that's unique to you. Don't feel like you need to follow everyone else. Sorry, I'm going off here. We haven't talked forever, so. The other thing is don't be afraid to set big goals. Maybe your goal is, to be Emerald by the end of the year. Maybe your goal is to be Ruby or Diamond or whatever. Set those big goals. If they don't make you nervous and feel like you're going to throw up, they're probably not big enough. And I'll be honest, I set a lot of big goals for myself this last year. I haven't hit all of them, and so sometimes I feel like, well, does that mean I'm a failure? No, I don't think so, because I think too often we get in that comfort zone where I'm only going to set goals that I know I can achieve, and then you're never going to grow because you're never pushing yourself past what you know you already can do, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I will say is that some people have set goals I want to be a certain rank. And I still struggle with this, because it'd be great to walk across the stage at Summit next year and be a new Diamond or new Star Diamond coach. But someone else had said, try to set income goals as well, because the rank goals depends on your team below you. Does that make sense? So
yeah,
income goals, you can do whatever you want for income. You don't need to depend on your coaches hitting their ranks. So, but it helps. I mean, you get better, bonuses that way, but you can still have like amazing income goals by doing commission. So, like she said, fuel your soul with daily personal development. One thing that I have done is I've tried audio or Audible, whatever it's called. That helps. I listen to it at night after I put the kids to bed. I will say there has been a couple of nights I'm listening to it and I wake up and I'm like on like different chapter. So I'm like, let's see. So ask yourself, like, are you really doing the hard work? Like, are you really doing what you want to do, what you said you're going to do? You know, like, you know, I love doing the groups, but there's a lot of work that goes in before that, behind the scenes, you know, or like for yourself, like, are you committing to your workouts? Are you committing to that? So that's kind of like, just ask yourself, are you doing that? I'm trying to, it told me I had 10 minutes left, so. So I'll just end there. Maybe I'll try to type these up and kind of add them in there. But it was a good event, I think, and just kind of like getting me like, okay, things need to change. Like, people aren't going to come to me if I'm not being vulnerable, if I'm not willing to ask them. And so when we got home that following Tuesday, I discovered, I mean, you guys probably already know this, but on Facebook, on your page, you can have saved replies. You can edit them and you can put whatever you want in there. And so I did that, and I just, you know, made it sound like how I would talk to anyone, but made invites. And I invited, like, I don't know, 20, 30 people a day that I've already messaged because they've commented or they liked, they commented on one of my posts on my page, so you can send them a message. And so, yeah, a lot of them didn't join me, but it got that fear over, you know, and I didn't have, it took up less time too. So I didn't have to like type it out each time. I could just hit save. And then like I took TJ to the dentist one day and I just messaged a bunch of those people. So the other thing is, what did it tell me? Oh, so try to recommit. Like, if it's been a struggle, I know I can't imagine how you fit it in with your crazy working nights, and like you work out in the middle of the night, it seems like sometimes, and but just recommitting. Like, I know
one time I do treadmill.
What's that?
I said I work out one time at night, and then I do my workouts during the day, but only one night I do my actual workout because I do 16 hours at work. So.
Oh my goodness. See, when people have excuses, they don't have time. I'm like, Irit's a perfect example. She still fits it in, you know, even though of all people that I know, you're the person who could say, you know what, I'm too tired, I have too much to do, and skip it. You know, and I'm like, it really does almost.
I want to.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's awesome, you know, and I was thinking, like, I even talked to Charity the other day. It's like, how do I share when I'm not allowed to work out right now because of my back? Like, what do I do? You know, so I've really been thinking about how to recommit to my eating because people are watching everything, you know. So I've been thinking about maybe doing Ultimate Reset, which kind of scares me because it seems pretty strict, but I already can't hardly eat anything because of my food sensitivity stuff that they're trying to figure out. But I think, you know, just really recommitting and showing people that even though we're busy, even though it's fall and there's like all the good food comes out in the fall, right? And that we still can do it. So I'm going to stop recording here.